Hey, alright, this is finally the AG Smiting video. I know I promised this thousands of years ago. For context, in the Keepers League, I made this video on AG Smiting just saying like, hey, I made this interesting build concept, I'm gonna try and make it work. People actually seemed to like it a lot, and then I played it for a few days and then left all the footage on my home computer when I went back to school and then just never uploaded the part 2. But honestly, near the end of my time playing it, which is basically after I got my 4 Void Stones, I kinda wasn't feeling it anymore. And I switched to Frostbearers to grind out all the challenges and then just stopped playing the league altogether. But basically in this video, I'm going to cover, what I did and didn't like about the build, and then how I would do AGS Smiting in 3.28 with the recent buffs. I know this is a bit late for league start, but honestly, I don't know if you should be league starting AGS Smiting anyways. So, moving on to what I actually like about the build. The Aurabot playstyle is really fun. I mean, personally, I don't do group play ever, but I always wanted that experience of, being an Aurabot and just devoting everything that you own to getting reservation efficiency and then just running every single aura and reservation skill. And I honestly had a really fun time doing that. And there was even more skills that I could have fit in, like Flesh and Stone and stuff that I never got to. But all of those together make you super tanky, which is a lot of fun because obviously not having to worry about dying is great. You also get to fix all your resistance issues really easily, and you don't need to worry about it on gear. And even then, the gear that you're running actually has all elemental res on it, so it's super simple. Also, at the end of the day, it is just really fun to watch the AG run around and just smack enemies, especially once you get Soul Ascension. Like, his attack speed just gets so high, he just absolutely shreds through stuff. It's so fun to watch. And then here's the stuff I didn't really like about the build. First of all, Link skills feel so awful to use. GGG will never add any sort of quality of life for them, and they just like really clunky and just feels weird. The duration is pretty bad. They break if you're moving too fast, and you're moving really fast with shield charge and haste and everything. And you have to fix your mana regen rate so they just don't break while you're doing other stuff like pressing smite, or because of your automation skills. It's just a mess. And then also, this is a personal like me problem, like because I put this in the build, but I was running 5 other minions besides the Animate Guardian, so I'd have to hold down links until everyone was linked just to make sure my AG was actually getting the aura buffs and able to do damage. Topic of links, they were needed to fix the lack of any sort of minion survivability in the build, because, the hallowed monarch has like linked minions take an amount of less damage. And sometimes if the link slipped for a second and my AG just got unlucky, he would just insta-pop because he was no longer getting that buff, and then the map would just be bricked because you can't resummon him again, and he's all the damage. On top of that, the AG also has pretty bad AI, made worse by the fact that I was not aware of using a Quartz Blast to give him phasing, which apparently makes him way less clunky and actually stops him from, just kind of pausing and doing nothing randomly during your maps. Overall, it just kind of felt like a chore to keep mapping with the build since I was so fast and I wanted to blast through maps, but then I would constantly have to stop and then smite and then reapply the links and then make sure my minions are alive. Like, it was just a lot to deal with, and I just kind of got sick of it, to be honest. However, this is not to say that Animate Guardian Smiting is bad. If anything, I mean, 1, it got super buffed this patch, so it's way better. And 2, there's a lot of things I would do different that I want to talk about. So first of all, would I recommend my version of the build? I mean, it's alright. If you really want the solo Aurabot experience and you really want to make like a super tanky character, you don't mind pressing a ton of buttons, which you could even add more buttons to make the build better. I think that this build could be scaled to do a lot of damage and do all the content in the game. I just learned that it really wasn't for the type of playstyle that I want. However, what I would recommend, and also what I've kind of been looking into, is either looking at the life stacking Grey Wind or Paradoxica AG with like Wrathpith Globe and Crown of Eyes and Guard with the Ephemeral. I found videos of this strat on both Chieftain and Gladiator, which I'll link in the description, where you basically just take all life nodes and then you flame link to your AG to give it tons of flat fire damage. These builds also don't run any other support minions, so it's way easier to link and it's way easier to, not have to worry about your other minions dying. So, seems like some pretty good quality of life upgrades. I've been considering a version of the Lifestacker AG build. I don't know if I'll build it, but I mean, I'm open to theory crafting it and sharing stuff about that if anyone is interested. That utilizes the Screens of the Desecrated with the Massive Shrine, since these are like 5 to 10 chaos right now, and it gives you 100% increased max life. And then you could either try and go Trial Master Ascendancy and get Blood Barrier, if you can handle all the corrupted items, I mean, or you can go Nailless Ascendancy and get an extra ring slot. Regardless, I hope all of you that are playing Animate Guardian Smiting have a really good time this league and actually find some success with it, where I didn't. I've been brewing some other things, and I really want to try something with this new boss staff that I haven't seen a single person talk about. So that'll probably be my next project. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good one. The rest of this video is just going to be all the clips that I just never really uploaded. So a lot of like random mapping and bossing just so that people can get a better feel of how the build looks.